Hey everybody, in this episode we're going to talk about the Toy Story parking lot at Disneyland. Wow, so much better than Mickey and Friends, really. If you haven't parked here, you got to try this. I think it's such a better solution than Mickey and Friends in most cases. So, you can get to this parking lot from Harbor Boulevard off the 5 freeway, or you can come up Harbor Boulevard in the other direction. But we're going to talk about the direction off the 5 freeway, so you want to go towards Disneyland. So you're going to be passing Disneyland on the right, okay? So it's going to feel kind of weird because you're going to see all the commotions and the buses and the people and maybe stop at some crosswalks, and that's okay. You'll get through it on Harbor, and then you're going to pass the street coming up here called Catella. And then on your left, you're going to start seeing some signage, okay? Sometimes the signage is relevant, sometimes it's not because of conventions. And if you would have made a right here on Hotel Circle instead of a left into the Toy Story parking lot, you would go to the major hotels there, the Anaheim, Hilton, and Towers, and the Marriott. Now, this parking lot used to be a strawberry field. The gentleman who owned it held out for many years, but he had an accident in the bathtub at home, and he ended up passing away a year later, and his kids immediately sold the lot for a tremendous amount of money. I'm going to put a link down in the description about it. Okay, so you see how easy it was to get up to the kiosk there to pay? Same exact money as it would be if you were at the Toy Story parking lot. And don't forget to mark down exactly where you parked, because you are going to be disoriented because of the way the buses come in. I'll show you that in a little bit. So I always write it down, or I put it in my phone where I parked so that I don't have any issues. I know exactly what I'm doing and where I am. So it's all flat. And behind me are the 2 major hotels, which is what I usually do when I get out of the bus. I orient myself by looking at the 2 hotels, the Hilton and the Marriott there across the street, and then I know and remember which side I parked on.
So what you do is you park and then you walk towards the little bus terminal. There's one on each side. That side over there is Jessie, and on this side is Buzz. So we're gonna go into the Buzz line. Oh, apparently not, it's closed. So we're gonna go across the way here over to the Jessie side, and I'll show you how they load in just a moment.
Okay, so now you're in the queue waiting for the bus. FYI, at night there's plenty of buses to take you back to this area. It's the Toy Story area, and it's on the far right. Make sure you go into the correct lane there in the transportation hub on the way back. As for on the way there, you've bypassed the terrible tram, in my opinion, with the open air and the screaming kids and the loud overhead announcements and the very little legroom. And you're getting on this nice, pleasant bus where they don't overcrowd it. Rarely are there screaming kids. The temperature is regulated inside the bus, and you can chat. And the next thing you know, you're in the transportation hub, and you're at Disneyland, and you have a wonderful time.